talking me.
Welcome to another episode of the We Love Gaming podcast. This is episode 69. My name is Marcus, aka Godly Sovereign, and today is a lovely evening in California. And a lot of things been happening throughout the week that we got to talk about. So we got some stuff about Stadia, the Nintendo Direct, a couple other little things here and there.
Yep.
But before we start, just wanted to let you guys know the Patreon link is down below if you guys would like to support, contribute anything. Also, we have some of the merchandise on the website. We will be putting the mugs up pretty shortly. So stay tuned for that if anybody was looking for that. These mugs over here, whatnot. But yeah, so we are here to talk about gaming. The reason I say we is because I am not alone. Of course, I have to have the MMO master, Markariah. What's good?
Hey, what's good? How you doing?
Doing good, man. How's your week been?
My week has been great. I'm just happy it's Friday. We're filming Friday.
Yeah.
I'm just happy the week's over. Get to spend some time with the family. Hopefully get some game time in this weekend. Might have to wake up early in the AM or stay up late. But yeah, man, excited to play some games. How you been doing, Mark?
I've been doing good, man. I just been kind of chilling. My kid's been sick, over the week, so they've been home,
sorry to hear
getting
that.
stir crazy and whatnot. But I've been able to find like a little bit of time here and there to play some games and stuff like that. So
awesome.
I've been able to get some good time in, some good gaming time in. But
Nice,
what have you been playing this week, man?
So this week is a continuation of last week, Pokemon Unite.
Okay.
I love that game. So since it came out, I've literally played at least one match a day.
Mm-hmm.
So with this week, there's a lot of exciting news because the mobile version came out.
Okay.
And this is something we're going to talk about a little later in our pod today.
Right.
But a lot of new features came out in the game. They addressed a lot of concerns that people had with the game.
Mm-hmm.
And they added surprisingly a lot of polish. Like normally games don't go through, a crazy graphical revamp 2 months after it came out. You know what I mean? But I've been playing Pokemon Unite, been having an amazing time. And it actually runs better on the phone than the Switch.
Really?
Which is kind of crazy.
That is.
But then again, the Switch
I think the phone is kind of a little bit more powerful than the Switch, right?
the phone, no doubt, is way more powerful. I mean, your phone's like $1,000. I mean, my phone, I have a cheap iPhone SE.
Yeah.
But the processor is way better than the processor on a Switch.
Yeah.
But so it runs fantastic. It looks great. So I recommend everyone out there check out Pokemon Unite. Godly Sovereign, download it, check it out. If you're into MOBAs,
yeah, you told me about it. I downloaded it already, so I'm gonna check it out.
nice.
I'm gonna
If
give it a
you
look.
like MOBAs, you might like it. If you don't, check it out. And
I'm not really like a big fan of MOBAs. I wasn't really like too interested in Smite. And then I think there was like one other one that I might have attempted to play.
you just play League of Legends, Dota.
I don't know. It might have been Dota or something like that, but
Gotcha.
yeah. But I'm not really like a big MOBA fan, but
Gotcha.
I'll give this one a try and see. Anyways, you said that you can play against AIs, right?
Yeah, so there is a mode where you can play against AIs.
It's like campaign mode or something like that, or what?
No, it's just a game type. It's not. There's practice mode where you can just play against the AI, but you can set CPU enemies for one of the quick match game types or something like that. So yeah, man, you could play, no pressure, just mess around. So that's one game that I've been playing a little bit to check out the new stuff. Obviously, they gave you a bunch of cool stuff. Like they give you a Pikachu if you didn't have Pikachu, and then they gave a really dope like Pikachu skin.
Okay.
So because I already had Pikachu, it refunds you coins however much it cost.
Nice.
So I have a bunch of coins.
Oh, so when you get like a duplicate, it'll give you like something.
Yeah,
to
so
go
it's
and
very generous
use.
with
Okay.
duplicates. And then give you a dope skin. So got some free stuff. So you guys log in and get that free stuff. So another game that just came out this week is Diablo 2 Resurrected. So I got a little bit game time with this. Maybe you can post the picture of me and my daughter showing, my 2 months.
Okay, yeah,
I'll send you
yeah.
that picture.
Yeah,
But,
send it to me.
so yeah, I got a little time playing Diablo 2 Resurrected. Now, my experience has been fantastic. I didn't try logging on when the game first came out. I played later on in the PM of the day.
Okay, so you didn't get that bum rush of
I didn't get
people
servers
and
down,
servers
locked
filling?
out.
Yeah.
All these errors. Like when we tried playing Diablo 3, you were spamming clicking that. So the launch went pretty smooth for me. But there's been tons of issues. People are saying that their characters are disappearing.
Oof.
People are saying that the character is locked out. So they're recommending don't name your characters the same thing. It could be a bug. And some people can't even get the game to run. Like when they try to launch the game, they just can't get the game to launch. So
that's just on PC, or that's all the way around, like all across the board?
So the character issues are kind of all around from what I heard, but the executing the game is mainly for the PC.
Okay.
But I've had no issue on the PC, not one single issue. And it's been awesome. Just going through the acts like I used to, back when the game first came out. I remember, I was waiting for Diablo 2 to come out as a kid, and they pushed it back a couple years, like a year or two. But yeah, dude, it's just I have all these crazy memories playing with my dad, my cousin. Shout out to my cousin Justin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play with him on Saturday. Yeah, just a lot of cool memories playing the game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like that game, like the mechanics of it, is just so fantastic that it's just a timeless game.
Yeah.
It's like when you play, Super Mario or old games, like
you could just play it and you don't even care that it's so old as fuck.
Yeah.
But
the graphics, they did update it pretty well. So it does look good.
It looks newer, anyways.
Right? In my opinion, it looks way better than Diablo 3. In my opinion, so
okay,
it looks better than Diablo 3, and it's a way better game than Diablo 3 will ever be. But I like Diablo 3 a lot. But Diablo 2, man, it's incredible. So I'm excited to play this game more and more. This game is different than Diablo 3 because your character, you have stats, you have a talent tree, and you have to build it very specific. So your character can't do everything. Your character can do one thing. Right. So you're going to want to have tons of characters, tons of alts that, all do different stuff. So once you start playing the game, you get rare items. You're like, oh, okay, now I can make this build for a different character. So it's a really awesome game, man. I can't wait to play it some more. And I'm just, happy it came out. It's only $39.99. So I just bought it on the PC. Tonight I'm gonna buy it on the Switch so I can play with Squid Biscuit. Shout out to Squiddy.
Squid
because he bought the Switch version instead of the PC. So I'm gonna buy that, and then I'm gonna buy the PlayStation 1 when you guys
man,
are ready.
You about to give them what, $3?
I'm
you give them a
I'm
lot of money,
all
man.
the copies, man, because I like that game so much.
And it's $40 a piece.
Yeah, $40.
Woo!
So it's only 120, man. And then I got the game. Hey, because the first
that's a deluxe edition.
I still have my box copies of Diablo 2. And I actually have a box copy of Diablo 1. But I got my money out of the game, dude. I played that game, dude, for like 10 years or longer.
I played the shit out of Diablo 3 on a PlayStation for the longest. Me and Ray ran mad.
Yeah, dude, because you bought it on the PC when it first came out, and then you bought it on the console. Right?
No, I never bought it for the PC.
We played it.
I don't think I ever played it on the PC. I've never really had a good PC.
Or was that Ray I played with?
You might play with Ray. Ray might have bought that shit
I could have
twice.
sworn you bought it.
Yeah, I've never really been a PC guy. I've never really had too many PC games because all my shit, and I have a Mac, so that ain't playing shit on there. So,
got you.
But yeah, but
anyways,
I got mad time in on freaking Diablo 3.
Yeah, I feel like those games you could just play forever. They're always fun.
I mean, the loot chase. It's the loot chase. The loot chase is really the reason why you keep playing, because it's you got all of these different stats and different things that roll for you, and it's always RNG and.
Dude.
When you're able to blitz through a whole bunch of stuff, it just makes it fun, man.
The loot chase is especially good in this game because everything's tradable.
Yeah.
So back in the day, I remember my cousin Justin's older than me, 4 years older than me. So when I was 14, he was 18. He had a job and stuff. So I know he was buying items online.
Oh,
he always had sick items, man. I saw him buying shit. But what was I gonna say? So the item hunt in this game is better because the items you get, you can trade them to any character. You can trade them to other people. You can sell it on eBay.
So you can trade?
Everything's tradable.
Okay.
And you could have 8 players in a game.
Oh.
So
that's a lot more than what they used to have, right?
Yeah, it's double. So it's crazy, But dude, it's awesome. I hope you get it. So
Maybe eventually.
if you
Maybe
get it
for
eventually on the
PS5 or something like
PlayStation,
that.
I'll get it because your characters are cross progression on any. So I could bring my PC characters over the console. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's incredible. So it's a no brainer.
You think they'll ever drop that shit for like mobile? Like get it on the phones and shit?
They should. I mean, that's what I mean. They should stop making Diablo Immortal because no one wants to play it, and they should they should sell it to you on the phone. Because I mean, why not? It's an old game. But anyways, that's what I've been. I think I got a lot of time this week, but that's kind of what I've been dabbling with. So what about you, Gali? Sure. What you been playing,
bro? Man, ever since I put Deathloop in my PS5, I have not touched anything else. Like I think I turned on my Xbox to like make sure that everything was good and turned it off. Like that was it. Like I didn't play anything on my Xbox. All I've been doing is Deathloop, and I've been loving every minute of it, man. Like I mentioned in the comments, like the way I've been playing this, I kind of feel like this might be like game of the year for me.
Really?
Right now. Just like right now with what's come out so far, just this year alone, I feel like that's the best game that's come out. I mean, I really enjoyed Demon Souls. I enjoyed Returnal. I really enjoyed Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, for sure. I haven't really played too many games on the Xbox that I just thought was like stupendous. We haven't really been given anything.
Yeah. That's true.
So, the stuff that we've got so far, everything's been getting fucking pushed back. So I think like this should be easy, like game of the year.
Dang, that's crazy.
I still haven't played Kenna yet. Kenna did just release on Tuesday this week. Last week if you're watching this. I do want to get that one. But, I'm just going to just hold off for a little bit longer on that one because I just want to give a little bit more time with Deathloop. So I will try to attempt to play something like very shortly, like something else so that I have something else to talk about. But nice. I'm like on Deathloop heavy, man. Like I've literally been playing it and I haven't had like any issues with it whatsoever. I had like one glitch on me where... there's like, you go into like your loadout screen and you can look at a bunch of different things. And I backed out of the loadout screen. And then for some reason, there's like so many different pages to look at when you're in the HUD or whatever. And so some things like popped up over my loadout. And so I couldn't navigate through it. So I literally had to close it. And then start it over again. But it saves, so it literally had me in the same time loop that I was in, and I was able to just continue. You know what I mean? There's no problem if I have a power outage or anything like that. Like, it saved my progression through the loop. So I've been loving it, man. How
far have you got? Because you said there's like 6 or 7 assassins you have to kill to complete the game, right?
Yeah, there's six assassins that you have to kill. And then I think that there's also Juliana, who's the main assassin. I don't know if I can't remember if she's number 6 or if she's 7.
Okay.
But essentially you have to kill all 6 of those guys and then kill her. And then you should be done with the loop.
I see.
But, as you're going, there's 4 areas. There's the complex, the frigid shore or something like that. There's Up Dam. And then, one other place. I can't remember what the name of it is. But basically, like, you have like the morning, noon, afternoon, evening schedule to go through it all. And you pick and choose like when you go to those certain areas, of what time of day. And depending on the time of day, there's different information that you may be able to find, or there may be times where the characters are available to be killed, the assassins or whatever. And so you just have to kind of pick and choose like the best route. And it's always like some information you have to gather. And then I seem to always go in there looking for one thing, and then I come across something else that's like a little tidbit of information for later or earlier in the day that I might have missed in a different area or something like that. So it's like I heard somebody call it an onion, that you just have to keep peeling open. Like every
see.
time you die and start the new loop over again, or every time you visit an area at a different time, there's always something new to come across.
Gotcha.
There's like this one room that's like right outside of your apartment building, and there's like this game going on over there between three Eternalists, which is what they call like the peons or whatever that are out there besides the main assassins. And they basically huff on this smoke or something like that. So the game is like who can do it the longest without passing out or whatever. And I guess like it can be really poisonous or something. But anyways, apparently they do it on different days. So there's like different times of the day that you have to. Different times of the day, because it's only one day, but you go on different times of the day and you can come across a person, and you have to get codes, and then they have these codes written down on paper that you can get from them, and it opens a door up. So like you have to keep coming back to that area at different times to be able to find enough information to be able to unlock that door to get back what's behind it. There was another thing where like they dropped I came into Updam. And I went for one mission, and then there was an Eternalist on the loudspeaker. I said, "I fucking hate you. I just want you to leave us alone. I'm always going to try to kill you if I see you. But I tell you what, I have a present for you. Come and get it." And so it's like you go out into the front of your apartment building, from where you enter at, you travel down there, and there's this big ass present box that's just like sitting out there. And so you're like, okay, I know this is a setup. So I'm like looking all around. I'm going on outskirts. I'm hitting mines, so I'm getting blown up. You know what I mean? Trying to like, be tricky and stay out of the way and stuff like that. So they've got everything rigged. And I look, and there's a guy sitting like right behind this car, like way back with a snipe, like a scoped rifle, and he's waiting to pop me as soon as I go to the thing. So I pop him. I trigger a couple of other people to come out. I kill them. I go to the box, I open the box up, and there's like this little trinket that's in there. This is a big ass box, but there's this little tiny trinket. It's a common trinket. Like, fuck, what do I want this for? So then as soon as I do it, they're like, get them. And, and then they just coming out of the woodworks. They're popping out of buildings and shit like that all over. So I'm sitting there trying to duck, run, shoot everybody and whatnot. And then I finally killed everybody. And the person who had set it up had a legendary gun, and the gun was this sniper rifle. And what's cool is that there's certain guns that are laying out in the world that you will find that will always be the same. But with this thing, I did that event twice. I happened to come in there on the same time of day. And I got the first gun, and I really enjoyed that one. It's like a sniper rifle with an extra scope, so you can zoom in twice on it, and then it allows you to charge the shot. So the longer you hold the shot, the harder it'll hit. So if you get like a weapon trinket for like perforation or something like that, where you can penetrate somebody and go into somebody else, you might be able to do like a double kill with like one shot or something like that. Or it's just like super far, so you can just hit really hard, and then they got other weapon trinkets where you can get like a bigger mag, because that gun has a regular mag size of like 3. So you'll be able to get 5 before you have to reload and stuff like that. And the second time I got the gun, it was different. It had a different stat on it. So, well, not a different stat, but a different ability. So I wasn't able to hold it with a charge, but I think it allowed you to like shoot further with more precision or something like that. So so some of those guns that you get off of the bodies of the Eternalists are like really good. And then I came across another gun that I did some extra shit for. It was down in a bunker. They gave me a clue telling me that there was a bunker. I had got a code for it, so they're like, go in there, check it out, kill everybody in the bunker. I do all of the extra stuff I have to do. I get access into there, and then there's dual pistols that are in there. I thought that there was just one pistol, and I had to pick up both of them in order to dual wield them. But it's literally one gun. And it's legendary, and it allows you to transform the gun. So you have it as 2 pistols, which you can use one at a time. You can only use one, or you can use both. And then you could transform it and they'll click together and it's an SMG. So now you're like killing shit with 3-round bursts. And it was like, yeah, it's real versatile. And I was like, damn, man, like I fucking love this gun. You know, like it allows me to just have a regular pistol, or it allows me to do SMG. And so, you know, like if you're using an ability or using your hackamajig or whatever, with one other hand, it'll just switch automatically to the SMG and allow you to wield 2, you know, and you'll just put the thing away when you're shooting with both hands, stuff like that. But the game has like a lot of stuff, man. I seem to keep coming across things that like I don't have combos for and stuff. So there's like always like information to like safes or like you know, different kinds of puzzles and stuff like that. I came into another room. It's called like the Moxie. It's like a building. It's only open during a certain time of the day. When you go into that area, and then you go in there, and there's 3 floors of puzzles that you have to do, and you have to do it within a certain amount of time. And then once you get up to the top and you finish the last puzzle, if you've done it within the time limit that they gave you, they give you a gun. I was not able to see the gun because I did not complete that. I completed it, and they give you like a trinket on each floor, so that's always a good thing to do. But I didn't complete it in enough time because I was still trying to figure out like what the hell to do and stuff like that. So I have to go back at that time to open it up again so that I can go in there and try that puzzle. And they only give you 1 shot to climb up to the top and do it. And if not, you got to come back, you know, on your next day.
Gotcha.
On your next time loop and stuff like that. But it's a lot to do. Like I said, it's a lot to discover, and I like that type of shit. You know, when there's always like something new, and you just like, damn, you know, what's that? Or I can't get into this building. You know, I got to come back later. You know, and there's more things just, you know, just coming.
Is it hard to get ammo in this game?
No, it's ammo aplenty, man. Okay. It's always ammo. You get ammo every time anybody you kill, they will drop a weapon.
Now, and you get that type of ammo.
Yeah, so they have SMG, they'll have a shotgun, they'll have a heavy caliber weapon or whatever. If they drop a weapon, you can pick up the ammo and you can pick up the weapon. The only ones that don't really have anything for you to pick up are the ones who do melee. And that's because they have the same machete that you have, that you use as a knife. So there's nothing to pick up on that. But there's always ammo everywhere. Sometimes in an area, on a part of the day, there's like a lot of health all over the place. But on other parts of that day in that same area, there'll be no health, and you're just like, damn, like I need to find some spots, you know, for some safety or whatever. So they switch up a lot of stuff. It's like it's a lot to it, man, and that's what I like about that game. Damn. It's always surprising, even though you're playing in the same areas. It's always something new happening, you know.
Yeah. It sounds pretty amazing. Every time you tell me about it, you know, I want to pick it up more. I like anything from Bethesda, you know. I'm a new Bethesda fanboy.
Yeah.
But it's based on what you're telling me, is it like a type of game where you could just do one death loop, and then be satisfied? Like, all right, you know, I discovered something new. I did this, now I can put it down and then return later. Or does it kind of like hook you and you have to, you know, get a lot of progress before you're satisfied?
You're satisfied with every zone that you go into, right? Because you have every zone has a assassin, which they call visionaries, that you have to kill. So if you go in there at the time where there's a visionary and you can at least kill that visionary, then you get a slab. And if you've already got the slab, then you get an upgrade for the slab. So it's always something to get when you're in there. You know, there's always residium, which you use that in order to bring weapons or trinkets or anything like that back into the loop with you, so that you always have them when you start out.
Is it like Returnal where there's no really good pause spots, or?
No, there's a pause spot everywhere. Okay, like it so doesn't matter what you're doing.
So within a loop, you can save it, come back later.
It's no real save. I haven't just stopped it in the middle of, like, I'm in an area like Up Dam or something like that, and then just stopped it and then closed out completely of the game. I haven't done that yet, but most of the time, like, I just sleep it and I have no problems. If I'm in, you know, like I said, you choose the location that you want to start at, and that's going to be your morning. and then when you leave that location and you go back into the tunnels, you'll start your afternoon. Or whatever.
So is it kind of like
noon.
Persona, where like after you do a certain amount of things, it doesn't let you, it'll progress the day. So you're saying when you go to the tunnels, once you leave, now you're in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And then once you leave the tunnels, do something, I don't know, go to the next zone. Once you leave that zone, it triggers, all right, now we're in the night.
Yeah. So you have your morning, your noon, your afternoon, and your evening. And so every time you leave the tunnels, you go into a new area, that'll be the next shift of the day. And then once you go back into the tunnels, it'll tell you exit. And then, you'll go in there and it'll ask you, are you done for the day? Or are you done for this time? And then you say, yeah, let's blow this joint.
Have you tried turning it off in the tunnels and like coming back?
Or before you finish it all? No, I haven't. Most of the time when if I've closed out on it, it's been because I already like stopped that section or whatever and went back into the tunnels. Yeah. And so I just continue in that time loop.
Gotcha.
So it'll just be like if I closed it and then reopened it, it'll still be the afternoon going into the evening.
Gotcha.
So yeah. Gotcha. But I mean, I haven't noticed anything where it was just like, oh, I totally like lost my shit, of everything I've done, and gotcha. I've gotten in some areas like there was one time where I was supposed to go into a party in the evening and I was supposed to kill 2 guys that were there because I heard that they meet up at some time in that party, but they all wear masks. So I don't know who is who. Yeah. So I have to try to weed out who is who or whatever. And so I just happened to be on a rooftop and I was trying to figure some things out. I still hadn't found the guy. So I was in a good position. So I was like, you know what? Let me try to pop some heads off. So I had my legendary sniper rifle that I had just got on that play or whatever, or maybe the play before. So I started popping heads, but I was so high up on the roof that they couldn't tell where I was at. And they just kept running to where the bodies were dropping. So I was just picking them off clean. And they were just like steady looking around. And I ended up popping one of the visionaries. He was just one of the guys down there. And I didn't know. And I killed him. Boom. He's got a slab down there. I'm like, whew. Nice. Excellent. And then I'm shooting some more of the guys to kind of weed them out so that I can get down there onto the ground level and grab the item. I pop another dude. It's the other visionary that I was looking for. I was like, score. Nice. Like, this is obviously the area. So gotcha. I killed both of those guys. I killed a whole bunch of other dudes. I had gone down there on the floor. I alerted like a bunch of people as I grabbed the slabs that I wanted, and they dropped like mad trinkets. So, you'll have like purple ones and stuff like that, epic ones and stuff. Got everything. I got killed. I had to reprise. So I backed up like a couple of feet and then restarted again. I went, I did some more stuff. I got caught in a certain area. And then I ended up dying again, and I reprised, and that was my last death that I had. So if I died again, I was done. So I cleaned out the area and I got out of there, and then I was headed on my way back to the exit so that I could collect all my spoils of war. I had like 42,000 residium. It only costs like 15K to get like your slabs slid over and stuff like that. And I was on top of the roof, and I was like, okay, I got to double jump. So if I jump off this roof, I can jump in enough time to hopefully just like allow me to land on the ground safely, and I won't have no problem. And I was like, this is risky, but if I could time it right, I could do it. And I jumped off, and he was just going too fast, and it would not allow me to do a double jump. And I hit, and I lost all my shit. Damn. It was a dumb move, but I literally had got like I had killed Juliana in that session, so I had at least 3 slab upgrades for like different ones, because I killed her, then I killed the other 2 guys. So I had a bunch of shit. Nice. I had like another legendary weapon and some other stuff, and I lost it all because I died and I ended the loop. But it's dumb stuff like that. Sometimes you might get overwhelmed because you just get caught in a certain area. You don't got the right gun for it or whatever. But yeah, man, it's super fun.
Sounds awesome, man.
So I mean,
I'm gonna check it out.
If you guys have not tried it out, if you guys are on the fence about it, man, Go pick that shit up, bro. It's a good ass game. Like, I wouldn't even wait. That's a good ass game, man.
All right.
But yeah, so that's all that I played this week.
Nice.
I didn't play anything else. I mean, I play mobile games here and there
Yeah.
and stuff like that, just like little weak shit. I'm gonna try Pokemon Unite
Yeah, man.
and see that. But yeah, just wanted to say before we start getting into the quick shots and everything, if this is your first time listening to the podcast, we appreciate you for clicking on the video. Why don't you go ahead and click on that subscribe button as well? That way you can join us next week, for another video, and and make sure you drop a comment in there and whatnot. If this is your second, third, fourth, fifth time join us on the podcast, we really appreciate you guys. Love all of the comments on there. Shout out to Arachnid. Shout out to all the other people that been commenting and dropping stuff in
For
there.
sure.
We see a lot of activity on some of those, and if I'm not replying, somebody is replying from the channel. Markariah stays replying. Sometimes when Ray is active on there, he's really active, and he's on there getting all of them comments and stuff like that. But yeah, so just keep rocking with us. Yeah, so since Ray ain't here, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all the quick shots.
Nice.
So the first one I got is Kenna. Bridge of the Spirits. It just released, like I said, last Tuesday. It's actually gonna have a physical version release in November. So this physical version is gonna be like $49.99. I think that it's the deluxe version. I'm not sure, but I believe it's the deluxe, because I was just looking at something before we started, and I think I had saw the post on there for the deluxe in the store. But regardless, whatever it is, I think that's what I'm gonna wait on. I'm gonna wait on the physical, so that I can buy it, and that way it'll give me time to be able to play Deathloop like to my heart's content.
Yeah.
And then I'll be able to solely focus on Kenna.
Nice,
I don't
man.
think shit is really coming
Yeah.
in November. So I should be solid on that
Holiday
one.
season.
Yeah. So for the next quick shot, we got Halo 5 is actually not coming to PC. Surprisingly.
Yeah.
343 confirmed that after that Nvidia leak that had dropped. I think we talked about that like 2 pods ago. But yeah, so for some reason I honestly think it's because the game looks like shit, so it's really gonna look terrible on a PC.
Yeah,
when you have something that's outputting like best of the best.
Yeah, I think there just wasn't enough demand for this game. One, Halo 5 wasn't the most popular Halo to ever come out. Their Master Chief Collection, they bundled 1, 2, 3, all the iterations, Reach, a good catalog of historically amazing games. And they added online to them. So, I see why some of the later ones come, but I don't think there'll be ever a need for Halo 5 to come, whether it be in 5 years when there's a new Master Chief Collection. I don't think we'll
You
ever
don't think
need
it'll
this
be
game.
on
I
there
think
if they
this
do a
is
new
just going to
Master
be a
Chief
blip
Collection?
in the Halo franchise.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. If Halo 5 is amazing, let us know.
I'm sure there's somebody out there.
But I'm pretty sure it's not. And, if it was, it would be cashing out on the easy PC money. But,
yeah, for sure.
So we'll just look forward to Halo Infinite.
Yeah, and they said that they have no plans to launch that on there. So it's not like, they're just doing like a timed exclusive or something like that for console. I think it would probably they would have to have like overwhelming numbers.
Yeah.
In order for them to even possibly consider.
Yeah, they did the analytics. 3.5 players play it. Yeah. So, they would sell 3 copies, and then those 3 copies would be Game Pass people. So,
But I think there's a chance that people will be able to play it on PC once it hits cloud, right? I think once it hits cloud, you'll be able to then have your Xbox Game Pass cloud or whatever.
Is it already on cloud?
App on there. It's not out yet, but I'm saying when it comes out, I think that it'll probably be playable on the cloud.
Got you.
And that way, people will still be able to play it on the PC, but they might just not have like an actual PC version. But
wait, when what comes out?
When Halo 5 comes out.
Oh wait, am I tripping? I thought Halo 5 was Guardians.
Halo 5.
Because that shit's been out, no?
Is it? I thought which one is the newest one?
Guardians. That came out in 2015. So this is the 2015 Halo 5 Guardians.
Okay.
So
what's the new one that
Infinite.
they've been fucking up?
It's
just Halo Infinite.
Halo Infinite, yes.
Okay.
So Halo
all
5 Guardians is the one that came out early Xbox, one generation. So this was like, the Halo of that gen. It just never got popular.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
fault. I was thinking that we were talking about Halo Infinite. I thought that it was just
No,
like
Halo
another
Infinite
name
is
for
coming
it.
to PC. It's going to be free. The PvP part, you know what I'm saying? And then the campaign part is going to cost money.
Okay,
But
yeah.
yeah.
So, I mean, I guess if Halo 5 ain't coming, it just ain't coming. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 2015, so yeah, that shit's just dead in the water. I don't know who would want it at this point anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there might be a couple people out there, but
Yeah,
nah, man.
And for another quick shot, we got Death Stranding Director's Cut, the digital, the deluxe edition, right, for the Director's Cut. That one is available now. I'm not sure exactly when it released. Did it release today, or did it release like earlier this week?
I think it
Like
came out.
Tuesday.
I think it came out this Tuesday.
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah, it might have been Tuesday.
I still want to get this game, dude. I know.
It says 9/23, so it released literally yesterday.
Okay,
Thursday.
so on Thursday.
Yeah.
Got you.
So, so it's out there. If anybody was ready to get that, you can definitely strike right now. I'll probably wait till this bitch been out for a minute before I try to get it. You know what I mean? I do want to give this a try.
Yeah.
But I got other things that I want to play right now. So
Hey, I want to bring up something unrelated real quick.
go ahead.
All right, so Biomutant Collector's Edition?
Yeah.
So I always search up Amazon warehouse sales, and today was an Amazon warehouse sale.
Okay.
So I went under like board games or something, and I saw Biomutant, the Collector's Edition. It was $80
Okay.
with 40% off. So I was like, dude, you could have.
So it's $80 after the 40%.
No, it's $80
With
for
40%
like
off 'em.
it's a return copy, so it's a new return copy.
Yeah.
And then minus 40%, so you get another $32 off. So
Damn.
it's about $50 for the collectors. It's just crazy to believe that we thought 100 was pretty good.
Well, no, I told you before. Remember, I got it for 60.
Oh, you got
when
it for
I had
60, that's right,
originally pre-ordered it on Amazon, it was 60.
That's right. So so it went even lower, dude.
Yeah.
It went even lower, man.
Just to get the statue.
To get the statue.
Yeah.
Yep. But nah, who wants
that?
that?
It was one of those things, THQ don't really they give okay games.
Yeah.
But they haven't really given like a banger, just like a game changer that I can remember.
Recently.
If you guys have heard of a THQ Nordic game that has been just like outstanding, got like 9 out of 10s or something like that. Let me know.
I think they made some bangers back in the day.
Maybe it might have been ages.
It's been a minute, man. It's been it's been a long time because they made Kingdoms of the Amalur. Didn't you like that one? Yeah, you like that one, no?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, when it came out, I thought it was a good game.
Yeah,
it wasn't like nothing that was like, fucking stupendous. But
yeah, they made the Darksiders series.
Okay,
those are okay.
Darksiders was like cool, the first one, but like the second and third, I didn't think it was that great. I think my boy Bronze played Darksiders 3,
and they made oh, dude, I used to love this game, Red Faction. It was a first-person shooter back in the day for the PC. I think it came out on the PlayStation 2 as well.
They made Battle for Bikini Bottom. I wonder how that did. Oh, it was 82 out of 100. I don't know where they getting their score from. I'm looking on this fucking IGDB or whatever. I mean, I guess they're getting decent scores. I'm looking for like a 10 out of 10 joint though.
Yeah. So
like,
as a publisher,
like 90 out of 10 or 90 out of 100.
As a publisher, you're right.
They got a lot of shit, but I don't think they've been giving something like that.
But you're right. They have no bangers.
Yeah,
unfortunately, they have a lot of good games.
Right. Yeah. You're right. It's not. They don't got like mid. They don't got like no mid, but they got like some decent stuff.
Yeah.
They saying Darksiders was a 90 out of 100.
Yeah, because I know those got a lot of
and that's the Fury's collection. So
they had a lot of
like
fans.
A couple of them.
Yeah, a lot of people like those. I couldn't. Yeah. I tried there's a Diablo-esque Darksiders that came out.
Yeah,
I didn't like it one bit, but Yeah, I mean, a lot of people like those games.
Okay. So for the next quick shot I got for you guys, Ghost of Tsushima Legends has 2 new maps. One you can actually access right now. I believe it is called, let me see. It is called Twilight and Ashes. And then they have one coming in on October 1st, which is Blood and Steel. So I still have not yet played Legends, Ghost of Tsushima Legends.
That's
I have
the multiplayer, right?
Right. Yeah, that's the multiplayer.
I never played it.
That one's supposed to be like almost like a totally separate game from Ghost of Tsushima.
dope.
But yeah, so I want to give it a try. I don't know why I haven't yet. I guess I just kind of was off.
You're backlogged now.
Tsushima. Yeah, I got a lot of things I need to tap.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that is available right now, so you guys can check that out if you guys haven't played it in a while, and you know, here's a reason for you to get back into it. So for the last quick shot I have, Quantic Dream has said that they are working on a Star Wars game. It was announced by like a YouTuber named Gautos or something like that, who was talking about it. These are the same people that did Detroit Become Human.
Okay.
Which
I never played.
Visually, Detroit Become Human is a good game.
That's
like,
a single player.
It looks great.
Like narrative, like story driven.
Yeah, it's
right?
really story driven, and you know, you kind of have like scenarios or whatever that you'll step into, you know, that are with each of the characters. I think it's like a story that goes over like maybe 5 or 6 different people. And depending on the outcome, you know, that determines that character, you know. So you can have a character that ends up dying, or you can end up having a character that lives. So it's one of those that you do like a lot of scum saving on there for that.
And they made Heavy Rain too, right?
They did make Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain was a pretty awesome game. That one was pretty dope. It was just like Detroit Become Human. And that was
PS3 days?
That one was, I think, it might have been PS3. I
know
I
you
played it
played
on
it.
the PS4, I think, though.
Yeah, I remember that was
I'm
an
not
older
sure.
game.
Let me see.
Yeah. I never got around to playing that one, but I think you said it was pretty decent.
Yeah. Me and Ray had played that one,
Yeah.
and it was definitely a fun game. It was like, it looked awesome, and it was just like one of those games. Yeah, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, you know, but it was like one of those games where another one of those games where, you know, your character would die, and you played like I think this like policeman or whatever, you know, is like a detective or something like that, as well as like a couple of other people. And so you'd be put in predicaments where you had to do like quick button maneuvers and stuff like that, you know, like a swipe of your stick, a button press here, you know, another swipe up, different things like that. And if you didn't complete that sequence like good enough, your character got fucked. Like, you know, they died, or they didn't make, you know, whatever connections they need to make and stuff like that. So, but it was more so memorable because of how good it looked.
I see.
And then how like the story played out and stuff like that. That shit was cool. So that's why I thought Detroit Become Human was a cool game. But some of those, like, I feel like there's some games where you play it and you're like, oh, that was short, but like I really enjoyed it. Like, you know, that was good. But I felt like Detroit Become Human was like way too fucking short. Like, I don't feel like I got my money's worth.
I see.
Paying $60 for the game. You know what I mean? When it just came out.
I see.
Like, that's definitely one that I would recommend playing if you haven't, you know, like now.
Yeah.
Because it's like $20 or something like that. You know, you might find it for less. But when I got it, when it came out, I was just like, damn, bro. I spent like $60 on this bitch, and I'm already done with it. Like, I just finished it too quick, you know, because the story's like super short.
I see. That sucks, man.
I mean, it's one of those things that has like a bit of replayability in it, because if you had one scenario outcome, you can change that. You know what I mean, by choosing different, you know, things or whatever. So, but yeah,
gotcha. So we'll see what this game turns into, man. I hope they take some risks.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, for sure. I think it'll look beautiful. That's one thing that they're good at doing. Yeah. It's making games look really fucking real. But you know, it's interesting how many different you know, developers that they're getting. You know, Lucasfilms is getting. You know, they like open the floodgates. Once that deal with EA dropped, like, it's been on, man. There's been so many other different studios.
I just want, like, a really amazing Star Wars game. I know Knights of the Old Republic was like an amazing game. You and Ray played that game. I played it very little.
Yeah.
But I feel like the Star Wars name has just been like pimped out so much, man. We need just like a banger Star Wars game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So hopefully they can, give us that.
Yeah, that last one that came out, I can't remember the name of it.
The Souls-esque like one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
With the actor that played in that one, from Shameless.
Yeah.
I thought that one was a really good game.
Yeah, that one did get some pretty positive remarks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Star Wars Squadrons was pretty good.
Yeah, I did.
You know
I
what
still
mean?
haven't played Squadrons.
So I love ship battle games. So that game was pretty good. But we haven't got anything amazing. We had an MMO. We had a bunch of random stuff. Ton of mobile games. But hopefully this is gonna be at least a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, they got like 4 or 5 different games going down the pipeline. So, I mean, one of them got a hit, right? I think, I'm still waiting for, wasn't Bethesda doing the Indiana Jones?
I believe so.
So, I'm still looking for that one.
I don't know. That one I'm looking forward to, dude.
Looking for that.
That one I'm looking forward to more than Star Wars.
Yeah.
At this point in time.
I mean, because we haven't really had, the only Indiana Jones games we've been getting is Legos. And shit.
You're right. You're right.
I haven't really played one, and I think that it's like the perfect time to drop one since it's been so long since we've had Drake's Uncharted game.
Yeah.
So this would literally fill that Uncharted void. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Hopefully
awesome.
we hear something like next year or whatever about the game. Because
sure,
all we saw was like an image. That was it.
Yeah.
But
for sure.
So that is it for the quick shots. So now on to the main topics. The first one we're going to talk about is the Nintendo Direct. There was a lot of shit that was announced, and for some reason they kept announcing shit pre-announcements, like announcing, hey, we're going to show you this in October at next month's direct. And it's like, fuck is you telling me this for now? Like, you could have just mentioned the shit in like an article or something random.
It's like, we have an announcement. We're gonna make an announcement next week. It's like
announcement for the announcement. It's like, dude,
well,
come on,
all right, thanks. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's get into this. Last week we had a big software update. So Nintendo's been busy lately. Now we have all these software titles. So let's jump in with one that I think surprised a lot of people, the latest version of Kirby and the Forgotten Land. So this is going to be a more open, not on rails type of Kirby game.
Yeah.
And it looked amazing. I know when we were watching the trailer, you noted that it kind of sounded like Mario. So it has that super, magical Nintendo music to it.
Yeah.
But for some reason, what this game reminded me of?
What?
Was freaking when I first played on the Dreamcast, the Sonic Adventures game. I don't know why. This just gave me like how I felt when I first played Sonic Adventures kind of was how I felt when I saw this trailer. But
yeah,
this game looks really good. It sounds really good. And we need another Kirby game because we keep getting like, there's like a free to play Kirby like gacha game. We keep getting games like that. But this looks like, a really great Kirby game in the franchise. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I thought it looked dope. I thought it looked like a little, cool little game to play. It's been like a long ass time since I've played a Kirby game. I think the last one that I wanted to get was that Yarn one. I can't even remember the name of it. But I thought that one looked kind of like interesting and a unique aspect to look at Kirby.
Yeah, for sure.
But I never even got that one, so I might try to see if I can find that one on like OfferUp or something like that. But this one will be something that I'll possibly keep my eye on for like a deal or something like that. I have a Nintendo Switch, but I'm not really heavy on the Nintendo Switch games because I'm so like into the PlayStation games and then after that the Xbox games. So the Nintendo Switch is kind of like towards the end. Like I still need to get or I still wanted to get the Mario Golf Rush or whatever. I wanted to get that one. So there's like a couple of things that I want to get, but I'll like if I see a deal, I'll end up getting them.
Yeah.
Like I was almost tempted to get Pikmin because I saw somebody selling it on OfferUp for a decent price, but they didn't want to go as low
40?
as I wanted. I think they were trying to sell it for like 25 or 30 or something like that.
Dang,
I was
too
trying
bad.
to see if I could get it for 15, scoop it for 15, but
Dang.
they wasn't trying to let it go, you know.
Yeah.
But I had looked because I've been trying to get my kids to play games, you know, and the shit that they be trying to play, I think it'd be simple, but it has like aspects, I guess, that they just don't understand yet. So, you know, they'll be sitting there like mashing buttons or whatever, but because, you know, they haven't grasped reading all the way, you know, they don't know like, oh, okay, I gotta do this or you know, match this look with this button, you know, to press that and stuff like that. So I need something like straightforward for them to play.
Yeah.
So I think we went to GameStop last week when I was looking for Deathloop, and like nobody fucking had the game. So I went in GameStop with them, and they were just looking at stuff, and my son just fucking loves Paw Patrol, and he saw this Paw Patrol game. Dude, like, can you believe? I mean, Nintendo is already fucked up for like, you know, not really lowering their prices on shit.
Yeah.
But bro, I saw a Paw Patrol's game over there for like $50. Like, are you shitting me? Like, Paw Patrol? Like, why is that shit $50?
Because I know, man.
I was like, nah, my man, I cannot get this for you. Like, I refuse to pay $50 for Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
I know I can get it cheaper somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I went on the offer up, and I was just looking all over, and I saw a couple people selling Paw Patrol for like $10 for $5, and I was like, that's a fucking reasonable price.
That's how much
for
it
Paw
should be.
Patrol. Yeah. Like, you should not be trying to milk me for no 50, you know. So I didn't get it because none of them had responded. But if I managed to come across one for a reasonable price, you know, $10, maybe 15. But for one, I'm getting something for them that they're probably not going to really play like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, so it's just like, I don't want to waste the money, you know, but if it's a decent price, you know, then I'll go for it. So I'll treat, you know, some of these like that, you know, when I get around it. But I thought that this one definitely looks cool. So, you know, for somebody who's a real Kirby fan, this looks like another banger on there.
For sure. And I guess moving on to something I think your kids might honestly like was they announced this new Nintendo Switch Online expansion pass, which I think is complete BS. The expansion pass version, just charge us more money and give us this crap for free, because your service is already cheap as is. I pay $39.99 and I have like 8 people. Are you on my thing?
I'm on it too.
I just like, I filled it up. You don't have it? Okay, get on there. I was like, I have 8 people for $40. That's a great deal.
Yeah, and that's a year, right?
That's a year.
Yeah,
because me and my wife wanted it, so it's $20 each. So I was like, well,
just get the family.
We'll get the family, and then whoever we add on there is like is for free.
Yeah.
So anywho, I'm really excited because it's gonna have the N64, and they're releasing like an N64 controller, yeah,
and
then the
Bluetooth
Sega Genesis.
Now, I thought that the Nintendo 64 controller was kind of dope, but I honestly wish that they would have just made it so that you could have had N64 Joy-Cons. You know what I mean? Like slotted so you could put them on the side, not just a wireless controller. But it probably would have just looked crazy as fuck.
Yeah,
but I think it would have looked like I thought it would have looked like what's that ninja tool that Raphael uses? The Ninja Turtle? I can't remember what the hell they call it. It's not like a shuriken or something like that, but it's some cool name. But I think it would look like that, you know, if you were holding your Switch.
That would be pretty
it's
cool,
got
actually.
The little dagger thing. But yeah, but I mean, it's a Bluetooth controller. It's cool. They also are adding a Sega Genesis onto that list.
So I never really got down with the Sega Genesis as a kid. So maybe you can, you know, say any memorable games. I saw a Castlevania game on there. I know Ray likes the Castlevania games.
I mean, the biggest ones for Sega Genesis was like the Sonic. The Hedgehog
I was gonna
games.
say
Those
that's
the biggest
only
ones.
title I know of.
Yeah,
but
there's probably like a couple on there. I would have to check some other shit. I had stuff like Lion King and stuff like that.
Streets of Rage was on there.
Streets of Rage.
That was a fun one, and that's coming to this as well.
Right, but I thought that it was also dope that they were giving a Sega Genesis controller that was Bluetooth as well.
Yeah,
and I mean, some of them, that Sega Genesis controller is like the simplest fucking design, and they selling that bitch for $50.
Because I mean, it's like it's gonna be a collector's item. You know what I mean?
Literally taking like the most simplistic controller, and because it has Bluetooth, they trying to finesse $50 out of you. That's nuts, man.
Yeah, dude.
Like Nintendo got some big balls, man.
Yeah,
Like they,
but
they
people buy this
definitely
crap, so why not?
Yeah.
But going back to the N64, there's some pretty good titles. They're kind of limited right now, but they showed all the future titles that are coming out. So some of the titles that they are announcing now is, of course, Super Mario 64, which you should have your kids play that game because I think that's simple enough, but yet that game's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
The Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time, that was an amazing game.
Mm-hmm.
Mario Kart 64, of course, Star Fox, Dr. Mario 64, Mario Tennis,
Yeah.
Yoshi's Story, which that
The
game
Mario
was great.
Tennis might be kind of fire though. The Mario Tennis 64, that one might be kind of cool.
Dude, I never played.
I've always loved
I
the
played
tennis, the Mario Tennis games and stuff like that. The sports games, the Mario games
those
for
ones
sports,
yeah.
those is always dope. Like I'll play a fucking volleyball, Mario.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. I used to play the I want to say the GameCube tennis, Super Mario Tennis.
Okay.
But yeah, the tennis game is just awesome, man. It's
Yeah.
just freaking sweet. So I'm definitely looking forward to these games coming out. They didn't say, correct me if I'm wrong, but they didn't say how much this crap was going to cost extra. They didn't say if
They
it's going
did
to be
not.
a one-time fee. They said you can convert your membership over. So obviously it's going to be like a recurring thing. But they didn't say how much extra it was going to be. But I'm going to buy it no matter what. You know, I'm hoping it's only like $10 more.
Yeah.
But it's just cool to have, honestly. You know?
Yeah, I wish that they wouldn't add something like this. Like they just added an emulator to the store. That's all they did.
Yeah.
And now they're going to try to charge more for that. And it's like, okay, why didn't you do this shit? Why didn't you charge more when you added the Nintendo to it? Or why didn't you charge more
That's a
when
good
you
point.
added the Super Nintendo to it? Why charge more for the N64? I could maybe see you trying to charge more because you added Sega. I don't know if Nintendo bought Sega. Did they? So
Not to
I
my
mean,
knowledge.
maybe because it's like Sega Genesis.
You're right.
Maybe
I get
you're
that.
trying
That
to
makes
add
sense.
more.
That makes sense.
That might be more reasonable. But like, it sounds like you're packaging N64 and Sega. And if you're doing that, it's like either because you don't think that Sega can hold its own weight on there to get people to buy the expansion, so you're trying to shove N64 in there to give them more of a reason or
Yeah.
what. But I feel like something like this with like old ass games like that, it should be something that you just give to
Yeah.
your online
To
consumers.
provide service, added, value to your Nintendo Online.
Right.
And I agree 100%. The only thing I like is that they did show the upcoming games that are coming out, like Pokemon Snap, Mario Golf, Paper Mario, Kirby, Majora's Mask, Banjo-Kazooie. So at least they're adding a lot more games over time.
Yeah, Super Nintendo games or N64 games. Yeah.
Correct. But the thing that you kind of just made me realize is I wish the N64 would have been free. And this expansion pass would have added like Sega Genesis, Sega Dreamcast, like things like
Dude,
that.
a Sega
'Cause
Dreamcast would
that
be
shit
nice
would
on
be
there.
dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I remember Ray is gonna have to give me in the comments. There was like one game that we used to play on the Dreamcast. It was like MBK or something like that. I cannot fucking
What was the
remember
type of game? What'd you guys do?
It was like a platformer or something like that,
Oh, okay.
but and I can't even remember like the gist of it, but I just know we had like a lot of fun in it. There was like an evil doctor that was on there and some other stuff. It was like a challenging game.
Got you.
But I can't remember the game and I can't remember too much about it.
Yeah.
I just know that I used to have like a lot of fun playing that one, and we
Yeah.
used to play that one together. Like he would, we would take turns or whatever, because he
Yeah.
had a Dreamcast and I didn't. And then I think, shout out to his pops, his dad had bought a second Dreamcast and like a while back, and then he just like sold it to me, and so I
Nice.
played that, but it didn't live long for me because I think like shortly after I had got it,
the PS2.
no, I think the Xbox or something like that, or the PlayStation had came out.
The PS2 came out.
Was it?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. One of those came out, and so I went to the PlayStation
Yeah.
or whatever. And
It came
got
out
that.
at about the same time.
Mm.
And yeah, that's the PlayStation with the DVD drive. It just was
Yeah.
a nail in the coffin.
Yeah, because that was the first time that they were going with the disc and whatnot, and the Dreamcast was like its own little disc.
Yeah,
I think I don't know. Was it mini disc or was it
no?
regular
It was a
size?
full size disc, but
Okay.
it wasn't a DVD.
Right, and then the Nintendo GameCube. Those were the
Those
mini
are the mini
discs.
discs. Yeah.
Yeah, and those shits,
Yeah.
But
Dude, yeah. So it'd be awesome if they added something like that. Like we expect Nintendo shit to be included with Nintendo, but Sega charges for that because that came out of. I think that was a surprise to everyone. Like, shit, we're getting. What other things can you guys? Are we gonna get an Atari emulator on here? Like, what else are you guys gonna do? So that was pretty cool. Despite the charging, I think that it opened the doors for more things that they're gonna add. They're calling it an expansion pack, but let's see what.
I think that they're still trying to figure out how much you're gonna try to fucking charge for this extra. But I think they're gonna try to charge like $10 more on this shit. Honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll be like, if they'll try to, do this as like a monthly thing, or if they give you like a one-time fee.
Yeah.
I mean, it might not be too terrible if you're getting like a large collection on the back end, and you're paying just like another $10 for the year. Yeah. So instead of paying the $40, you're paying $50 or whatever. That's not terrible. But I still don't think that these games that are so old, they're not getting any upgrades or anything like that. They're literally just being ported to the Switch, and you're charging for it when you could literally, if you have an old enough Switch, you can get that shit fucking modded, and it'll have this, that, and a whole bunch more shit on there. You know what I mean?
You just download the emulator straight up on your PC or whatever. Yeah,
you know what I mean, and play all that stuff, have access to that stuff. So I think it's kind of fucked that they're trying to charge for that. But I guess we'll see how much they charge. Yeah, it's fucking Nintendo, and they just do that shit, and motherfuckers scoop that shit up like it's. Oh, finally, you know what I mean? And it's like, dude, you getting robbed.
But $10,
that shit should be fucking free.
Yeah, dude. But at least it ain't like no PlayStation disc bullshit. Like, all right, you got the PS5, now it's $10 more. At least we're getting something that we didn't have before. So I'm happy that we're getting something, and they're gonna add titles over time. So that's gonna be legit. But going on, I want to get into Bayonetta, but I never played any of the Bayonetta games. So
I haven't either. Looking
at this trailer, I think we were both in the same agreement where it kind of looked like a PS3 game.
Bro, I mean, that's what a lot of the shit from Nintendo looks like. Yeah. Unless it's like their game. I don't even, is Bayonetta like an IP that's owned by Nintendo?
I want to say yes, because I think in the past it came out for like the Wii U or something first. Yeah. And then it came to the other consoles later. But, let us know in the comments for you Bayonetta fans out there. But, the trailer looked cool. I mean, you had these people trying to stop this big old abomination-looking creature. Mm-hmm. It looked cool, but, I don't know.
I guess it looks good for the Switch.
Yeah, I guess so. I think Kirby looked better.
Kirby did look better, but I feel like there's those certain art styles, the more cartoony stuff that looks really good. Yeah. But when they try to portray the real shit or like, more realistic-ish graphics or whatever, it's just ass. Like they just can't do it. Like you got to stick to like the Mario looking shit, the Kirby looking shit. Yeah, I mean, sometimes they surprise you with with certain things.
Dude,
like
look good, dude.
Did it?
Like, oh my gosh, I was playing this on my, in my living room on my big screen TV, and it looked really good, dude. It looked beautiful, honestly.
Yeah, I think there's certain games that like work really well on the Switch. Like it looks great, you know what I mean? You'd be like, oh damn, this is a good looking game. I mean, that Kirby video did look really good. It didn't look trash, but for some reason when you look at this stuff here, it just looks like ass. It's just like, damn, man, dude. It's like, oh, I know this is on the Switch. Like when I look at it, I'm like, oh, this is like a Switch game. So.
Yeah, but I guess moving on, because we're not like super big Bayonetta fans, but I am looking forward to this.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hack and slasher. It's, it's like
it looks dope,
similar to Devil May Cry. I think there was something saying that there was like a Devil May Cry character or something. Virgil that was in there or something like that, possibly. So they might have a crossover or something. But yeah, I mean, it's a hack and slash. So if you like the hack and slashes and shit, then this is one of those that you'll enjoy. Yeah, on a mobile console.
Yep. So to a game that did look good was Splatoon 3. So we got some Splatoon footage And I'm a big fan of Splatoon. It's like the most casual. I'm not gonna call it a shooter, but it's like the most casual kind of like shoot 'em up game in the world. It's just chill. Even when you lose, it's still pretty fun. It's an awesome game. So they announced like there's gonna be a single player, a kind of campaign to it, and then of course the Turf War PvP. So
right. It's always been like multiplayer first type of game, right?
Yeah.
So having a campaign is interesting. That they decided to add something on there. Maybe they're trying to look for people to find other reasons to play it.
Yeah.
If they're not big fans of the multiplayer and stuff.
Yeah. One thing I liked about Splatoon though is it always utilized the Nintendo online app pretty good. You can every day go in there and look for items that weren't available from like the vendors. So it was a cool way to like integrate the mobile app with the game. So we'll see with what other features they do with the mobile app. I mean, they are a little gimmicky, but they do try. You know what I mean? So Splatoon's awesome. I really like the style. It looked good. I'm pretty excited for this one. And I guess moving on to Monster Hunter Rise. I don't know jack about the Monster Hunter Rise series. These are the Switch exclusives, right? This is the
Monster Hunter's
the Rise series.
One. But yeah, the Rise is specifically for the Switch. Monster Hunter, for the most part, what I remember, Monster Hunter's always been on Nintendo.
Yeah.
But they had that last one that
the Worlds was on all of them.
Right, was able to be on all the other consoles and stuff like that. But yeah, so this Rise one is like new, but they've got an expansion pack coming, and it's coming in the summer though. So this is like a big it's a way off. But it was, I guess, cool to see like a little cutscene and whatnot. But this is Monster Hunter Rise, so it's just strictly for the Switch. So
and it looked good from when we saw. It says it's gonna be a massive update. It's gonna have a lot more stories added. I think new monsters. So it's cool, man. It's gonna be a cool update for those who play.
Yeah, I know people be looking forward to Monster Hunter.
Yep,
a lot. Like they were really excited when Rise was announced.
Yep.
So
yeah, and as we spoke, one game that I was super hyped for, but I kind of got a little buzzkill from was Mario Party Superstars. Now I love all the old boards from the N64 and the GameCube, and some of the GameCube copies are like super expensive to get. So I was really happy to get some of my favorite boards. But correct me if I'm wrong. I think they said digital only. So like they didn't say coming to physical and digital. I just heard coming to digital. So I was kind of bummed. I was like, man, I wanted a physical copy of this.
Yeah.
But no matter what, I'm gonna buy this game because I love the old Mario Party. What'd you think about Mario Party? Did you play it back then? Or is it just kind of a...
I'm trying to think. This is the board game one, right?
Yeah. So this is Superstar. So it's going to be like a combination of all the boards from all the previous games. It's going to add online support. You can play with your friends. So it's just pretty much like a remastering, adding, modern features to it.
Okay. So I think if Ray will have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this was the one. This is already out, right?
No, this comes out in October 29th.
Okay, so I thought this was just new stuff that they were adding.
So this is Superstars. So Superstars is kind of like they take boards from all of the games and they kind of combine it into one.
So what's the one that just released then?
So there is a Mario Party for the Wii that came out like a year or two ago.
No, wait. There was one that I literally just purchased that I thought was Superstars or something like that. But it was the board game one.
Yeah, so you just bought the Mario Party for the Switch.
Yeah. But it wasn't like the regular like Mario Party 8 or whatever. It was Super Mario Party. That's what it was. Super Mario Party. I don't...
Yeah, got you.
They got all these different names that sound the fucking same.
Confusing as heck there.
Yeah, so I just recently purchased Super Mario Party. And so this is Mario Party Superstars.
Yes. Yes. So it's kind of like Mario Party All-Stars. Like this is this is kind of like in Mario All-Stars when it had the combination. So
right.
I just like it because it has the old boards. It's adding quality of life features. So
Yeah.
I've been following this one for a while. Waiting for this one because I am a Mario Party fan.
Right, yeah. So I mean, I definitely had fun with Super Mario Party. That was the one that we played at Ray's graduation party.
Nice.
After everything was over or whatever, and so I ended up purchasing it so I could play it with my family.
Nice.
And whatnot. So it's a cool game to play. We love board games, so it's similar
Absolutely.
to that, just a digital version. So it's just a cool little aspect. The fact that they did like a Superstars, it's kind of like, damn, I bought the other one too soon, I guess, or too late, whatever, with this one coming out, because this one seems like it would have like a lot of stuff on it, but I don't know. I'm not really missing out on anything.
Yeah.
It's okay. But I mean, it's cool that they added it on there.
Yeah, for sure.
One of the other things that they had mentioned was that we said that they had mentioned reveals for the reveals. And they had mentioned that they were going to finally announce their final DLC fighter in October for Smash Brothers.
Yeah. So the final added character, right? So.
And they dragged this shit on forever,
Yeah,
man.
they
That
made
game's
this
been out for like the longest time.
Oh yeah, dude. But it's Super Smash Brothers, man. It has a cult following. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's just like, it's so weird that they just trickle these fighters out, like for such a long time.
Hey, man, money, easy money. You
Yeah.
gotta buy the characters.
Right. And also another one, that Animal Crossing is gonna have its own direct.
Yep.
In October. So another announcement of the announcement.
Yeah.
So I mean, I know there's a lot of people who loved Animal Crossing, so that's one of those things that they'll definitely be looking out for.
Yep. Castlevania Advance Collection. So
Okay.
I know Ray's a Castlevania guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're combining 4 of the OG Castlevania games into one collection.
Circle of the Moon, Harmony of Dissonance, Area of Sorrow, and Dracula X.
Yeah. So I think it's already out. I think it came out today or something.
Yeah, it's out. Yeah.
So that's pretty dope. I love when they just announce it and they're like, it's available.
Mm-hmm.
So that looks pretty dope. Also too, speaking of, Ray, and Sir Knight, he was telling us about Disco Elysium.
Right.
And they announced that's coming to the Switch. So I thought that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
And more games are coming to the Switch. Of course, they said Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is coming to Switch in November.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I think I might pick that one up for the Switch.
You gonna pick that shit up for the Switch?
I think so. Because I mean,
This ain't even the remake though. This is like the old joint.
That's fine. Because I never really got to experience that in its full glory. I played it a little bit, but for some reason,
actually, I don't know if this is Aspire has announced that it's on. I don't know if this will be the remake.
yeah,
I'll have to see if this is. But I feel like if I'm gonna get something like that, like it's got to be on a console that can produce something that looks good. You know what I mean?
yes, I partially agree with you. But right now, just because I'm like super limited on real estate,
You taking what you can get.
I know,
Get in where you fit in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if it looks ugly, I'll take it for now. Like if the game looks like, but I know the game, it plays great. So like graphics, I could care less. I play ugly games all the time. Like it's not even a big deal for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But what else? I think those are the main like highlights for me. They did announce like a lot of other little, games that were coming out, but let's see.
They showed like another an extended story trailer of Metro Dread.
Because that's coming out soon, right?
Yeah, October 8th, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, is the release date for now.
Yeah.
They haven't pushed it back yet, so I mean everything seems like it'd be cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting that they were putting that Dying Light 2 is coming out on the Switch, and they were saying there's like a cloud version.
Yeah.
And you were telling me that there's actually quite a few games that have cloud versions of them or whatever.
Yeah, so I believe the Dragon Quest MMO that the West never got, that game came out originally on the PC, on the PS4, but it also came out on the Switch. And if my memory serves me correct, they stream part of the assets because obviously Switch ain't powerful enough, especially to play MMO.
Right.
So it does some sort of streaming. So, the Switch kind of has this trick up their sleeve, you know, to kind of get that extra, you know, oomph of power.
Yeah.
So it's
Which that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know, if it works good, you know what I mean, to be able to do something. I feel like that should be the way they're going for like all of these third party games that just do not belong on the Switch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You should damn near be cloud streaming the shit out of
Can we
those
get
games.
xCloud, please?
Right? That would help a
That
lot,
shit would
you
be
know?
dope. Yeah.
But yeah, so I thought that was interesting that they're doing a cloud version or whatever of Dying Light.
Sure.
Obviously that shit's been pushed back to February 4th. But you know, cloud version is on there.
Yep.
And it says they'll have a demo out the same day. So
Oh, nice.
that'll be nice. At least
I
you
love
could try
demos.
that out. You know,
sure.
obviously I'll be on the PlayStation with that shit, or Xbox or something. But yeah.
That's kind of cool.
They also mentioned some new characters for Mario Golf Super Rush. I do not know if you have to pay for those or not. And a whole bunch of other shit, you know, Hyrule Warriors and different things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was a lot. It was a lot going
was a
on
pretty
that
decent,
Nintendo Direct.
I can't say it was a bad direct. It was a pretty average, above average direct. You know, we got a lot of good information.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of information we kind of already knew, and we got some like, hey, announcement for the announcement stuff. So overall, it wasn't too bad. You know, and Nintendo's been, you know, staying relevant. You know,
Yeah.
we're not getting no Pro, of course, but
Not after that Switch OLED.
we're getting the OLED. So
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the Pro, but
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see if any.
I'm just waiting
such
for that Steam Deck at this point, man.
Steam Deck.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I hear you.
But on to the next news. We have Google Stadia has actually popped back up in the news. I mean, you know, Google Stadia is kind of like it's whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like nobody's
whatever,
really
man.
really checking for it. I feel like the people who are using it are just like the diehards that really want to see, you know, Stadia do something.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But it looks like people will actually be able to start playing Google Stadia games on their Xbox consoles. And this is only done by using the new Microsoft Edge app that they're adding
dope,
for
dude.
download on the Xbox consoles.
That's sweet.
And another kicker is that Discord can actually be used on there.
Finally,
You can't get any microphone action going on,
But you can
just hear.
Hey, that's the start.
So,
that's something, man.
Yeah.
We're one step closer. I know, you know, it's kind of like a backdoor style, like, you know.
Essentially,
But
yeah.
I think we're inching towards that day when we're gonna get these apps that we want.
Mm-hmm.
You know, screw all these other party systems. You know, right
Yeah.
now Discord is pretty amazing. So, you know, we should be getting that on our Switch. We should get that on everything. You know.
Yeah, I mean the fact that, you know, for one, that you're able to stream using Google Stadia on your Xbox, that works out really well for Google Stadia.
Yeah.
Especially if there's a game that, you know, you got but you just haven't really played too much of, you know, but you got your Xbox. Now you can try to play it on there.
Yeah.
I don't know how good it is
Yeah.
or whatnot, but there's, you know, you can actually do it. So this is just like the first step, you
That's
know what
dope.
I mean? Once you
That's
start
dope.
getting some of the other stuff,
It's
you're
always
gonna be
cool
able
that the
to-
browser, like, you know, you xCloud from the browser, right? On Apple's products, like the browser's always like the last resort. So this was pretty cool news, man. This was pretty sweet news.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if Discord will be able to tell how many people are using their website or their app or whatever through Microsoft Edge, and maybe use that to say, hey, you should just put our app on there. You know what I mean, and make that usable.
Yeah. If only they could figure out a way to speak through it, man, that would be perfect. But
Yeah,
one
and
step
they
closer,
might figure
man.
that out, you
Yeah.
know, eventually. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'll be
One
interested
step closer.
to see if somebody can figure out how to get a backdoor into the Switch for a Discord. Because if you
gotta-
can figure that out, you could just totally
gotta use the
bypass
Switch browser.
bullshit
No
for
shit.
them. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So we shall see. But hey, that was exciting when I heard Discord on the Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's just jankway,
Yeah, even if it's just you
one
can
step,
hear,
man.
you know what I mean? That's still nice.
Yeah, for sure. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah. So for the next topic, this one's about the Last of Us HBO series. It looks like Neil Druckman, who is the co-director or whatever, what is it? The co-president of Naughty Dog. will actually be directing a couple of episodes of this show. So
That's
I mean,
pretty
that's pretty
interesting.
good, right? I mean, this guy is the creative director. He's a writer on The Last of Us, so he'll be able to give like tons of insight.
Yeah.
On the show, and kind of how the characters are supposed to act or how they should feel or whatever. I mean, these guys have better played the fucking game before they even started this shit, right? but hopefully they did a lot of studying and stuff like that and whatnot.
For sure.
I think we were talking about this in the chat with Ray, and he was questioning like how would that work with the games, with some of the games we pushed back. So I mean, I kind of feel like if he thought that he could take the time to direct some of these shows, I mean, obviously they don't spend like months and months on like one episode, and he's like one of 6 directors that are on the show. So he might just very well direct like one episode.
Yeah.
I feel like this is like one of those shows that'll be like 6, maybe 8 episodes or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe 10 at a max. But I feel like this is like a 6 or 8 episode type of show. So I mean, if he only does like one, I'm sure that probably won't take away from whatever work writing and stuff like that he's doing over there at Naughty Dog. But
for sure.
Yeah. So.
But I think this is great. You have someone from the game dev studio, a significant person over there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll help make the game true, and kind of break this cycle of crappy video game media, because the movies are pretty bad. So but hopefully this will help. Maybe Blizzard should have sent some of their people over to help with the World of Warcraft movie, and Nintendo should have helped with the Super Mario movie. But man, we'll see how this goes, and I hope this works out. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, because I mean, if this is a banger, which I mean, I think we believe it should be, but if this is as good as as we all think it will be, then this is gonna work out really well. Like this might open the door for way more stuff. I mean, Sony is Sony. They make movies, so. Yeah. I could feel like a lot of their stuff, I mean, we've said it before. People in the comments have said it before. Like Sony makes games that are like movie quality type of games. You know what I mean? So if they were to actually convert those into shows or movies, you know what I mean? I mean, they already have Uncharted, the movie getting worked on or whatever with Tom Holland.
Yeah, and Twisted Metal.
Yeah, and Twisted Metal. Yeah, so having this show. They could just start letting everything become, movies. So
that'd be pretty sweet, man.
Or shows, what I mean? That'd be dope. Sweet. Maybe get like a Sonyverse, kind of like the Marvel universe and stuff.
It's part of the subscription, man. They're gonna start maybe on PS Plus. You can get some of these shows. Like, all right, even though it's HBO, you can stream these shows. That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you remember, but like a while back, and I don't know if they still have it, but there was like some type of a Sony like TV thing that they had, on their console or whatnot, where you could watch TV and stuff.
Forgot about that.
They have like a Sony library, of like movies and different things, but that would be, something that would be interesting to add on to the PS Plus subscription. Sure. Maybe they charge a little bit more for it, but yeah, they got good content popping up on there, Yeah,
for sure.
I wouldn't mind watching like a Ratchet and Clank, show. CGI, but all that.
Dude,
but like all of their cutscenes would be, would be dope. So all their cutscenes are dope. So to have that in a show would be, be cool. Cool addition to that.
Absolutely, that'd be incredible. So. We'll see what comes out with this. You know what I mean? It's pretty exciting news.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that first pilot episode whenever they drop that, man.
Yep.
I hope they finish recording this year so that they can start showing it next year.
Yeah, man. That should be freaking sweet, man.
So for the next set of news.
Yeah. We'll talk about the Android Auto.
Yeah.
So for all you that have Android Auto in your car, they finally are releasing a patch where when your car is stationary, you can start running your game applications in your center console of your car equipped with Android Auto. So I know Elon Musk kind of touted like, oh, your Tesla, you can play Witcher or whatever games that they had.
Right.
Well, guess what? Now everyone's gonna have the same feature, that Tesla was kind of bragging about. So I think this is freaking incredible.
Yeah,
You
I
know
mean,
what
it's
I mean?
really nice for like Android phone users and stuff like
Absolutely.
that to be able to plug up their phone and then be able to play like a little mobile game on there or something else.
Yeah, man, for sure. It just seems like, for example, like Pokemon Unite. That'd be cool if you just make it bigger, use your phone as a controller. Now
Right.
you're not worried about your hands going everywhere. You might need the Razor condoms now, because you're going everywhere. But
they might come in handy.
they
now.
might come in handy. But now you could just be using your phone straight up as a controller, and then using, it's just giving you more real estate. It's cool, really cool idea, and I'm really excited to see this. I don't have an Android phone or I don't have Android Auto, but I'm in the comments below. If you guys try this out, let us know how it works. Because this is the freaking future, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Apple CarPlay does the same thing. That'd be cool.
That would be nice. I think there's like certain ways that people can get around modifying Apple CarPlay so
okay.
that you could possibly do like screen mirroring.
Oh, damn.
I was kind of going into some stuff, so I think if you have like if you have Apple CarPlay, there's different things that you can get that would allow you to do like screen mirroring, so you could just show whatever's on your phone. So I mean, essentially, if it's got an 8-inch screen or something like that, you know what I mean, you could play on that.
That'd be dope.
So I mean, there's other ways around certain things, but yeah, I mean, this is a start. I don't know exactly how it works with that, but I feel like it's probably stuck on like apps or something like that. But if somebody can hack it and figure a way around that,
That'd
so
be
that you
dope.
can just mirror and do anything, you might be able to like xCloud that shit, or just like
Dang, that'd be pretty sick.
remote from your Xbox or your PlayStation now, and be able to play on that screen. And it's a
That'd be
decent
so
sized
cool.
screen.
That'd be cool to play it in traffic, man.
Yeah.
Because these center consoles in cars are like freaking ginormous nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you get like a new updated one, where
Yeah.
you're getting like, a freaking 10-inch, monitor or
These
whatever.
are
on there.
ginormous. Like I don't know if you've seen the Ford Lightning, the electric Ford truck.
Yeah.
Dude, there's like a freaking it looks like it's 2 feet tall.
Yeah.
Like tablet in that thing. Imagine.
And there's some that have like the whole dash is like a freaking LCD
Yeah.
screen and whatnot. So I mean, I can only imagine playing on something that big. If you can get it modified like
That's
that.
freaking sweet, dude. You just reminded me of something. I think it's there's a Honda electric car coming out. I think it's a Honda, some sort of, I don't know if it's a Civic electric, but there's like a HDMI in. So like the guy showed like hooking up like a console, and then it was HDMI in, and he was playing like a console or his laptop was like going to the center display.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh shit, that's actually pretty dope.
That would be nice, man.
So we'll see, man. As cars are getting more advanced, that'd be freaking dope to install like a Raspberry Pi in there, and now you got, I don't know,
You got a whole console in your
that'd
shit.
be dope, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to that shit. I know, the next car that I want to get, I want to have like a nice big screen so I could possibly watch like some Netflix or, Funimation or something like that on there, and, while I'm driving and shit. But, yeah, man, that would be it right there, playing a game or something. Even if I could play like Apple Arcade, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
On, using Apple CarPlay, Apple Arcade on there, it would be really nice.
Yeah, but this is what I want. I want automated driving, and then you just play on your center console. You take the occasional glance up. All right, yeah, everything's good. But imagine that, man. Just
that would be sick, bro. If I could get in like an hour of Deathloop on my way to work, and then another hour on the way home, dude, I'd be so fucking. I wouldn't even mind going to work. You know what I mean? Like, dude. Shit, it's traffic. All right, just pull that out and play it, man.
Yeah, man. That'll be dope, man. That's the future, man. When your PlayStation is in your car, like, hi, okay, you're buying this new truck. Do you want the Xbox integrated in your dash, the PlayStation?
Because remember we were talking about a long time ago. Me and Ray were talking about how they would possibly have like Xbox Series X's like embedded in TVs and stuff like that. Yeah. So you would get something like so, because like, or like a small thumbstick or something like that you could just put in your glove box. You know what I mean? And it's hooked up, and you playing like xCloud or something like that. You know, you got a Wi-Fi signal in your car. That shit would be awesome, man.
Yeah, man. Microsoft, that's what you need to do. Start putting xCloud on all the cars, and then people just have to pay for your Game Pass.
Yeah.
Boom. Next level stuff right there.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think
yeah,
that's
man.
pretty much it for the
Yeah,
week.
so yeah, that's all we got for you guys for this week. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, subscribe.
Yeah.
What are we gonna say?
78% of our viewers are subscribed. So please, guys.
Yeah,
subscribe.
78 is pretty good, man.
So sorry, 78 are not subscribed.
78% are not subscribed. Oh,
so the
okay.
majority of our
what
viewers.
We doing bad? What the fuck is y'all doing, man?
So the majority
subscribe button.
Yeah.
We're bullshitting.
The majority are not subscribed. So please,
Yeah.
we'll appreciate you guys. Just subscribe, guys. We might have some more contests in the future.
Oh no, we definitely are.
Oh, we will.
We're gonna try to have something at like 300.
300.
Yeah, I think
So
we'll
what
try
I'm
to
saying?
get something away at 300. I definitely wanted to start trying to give away some little video game key codes and stuff like that.
For
for
sure.
like PC, Switch, or whatever. But I want to have more subscribers so we can
Yeah, man, so we can spread it out.
be able to to give them to more people.
So
and have
Arachnian doesn't
different
win
things.
every time.
Yeah,
You know what I
right.
mean? Because when you got 2 subscribers or 3.
Yeah, they gonna win. So we want to be able to spread the love to more people and whatnot. But yeah. So thanks for tuning in, and until next week, we'll catch you guys later. Deuces.
See ya.
I love you, me.